We can play in some weeks' time in New York. That would be nice. For the crowd. I don't know about me. It would be nice.
Those were the comments from the GOAT Novak Djokovic after his amazing comeback win in Cincinnati. I think I can speak for all tennis fans in saying that we want to see the fifth showdown in the US Open final. Playing a final versus the young phenom Carlos Alcaraz, this would be their first matchup on a hard court. Djokovic looked in control early, but after taking a 4-2 lead, things would spiral out of control quickly. The heat and humidity drained Djokovic, and he had little energy to compete at his normal level. Djokovic double faulted 3 times early in the second set to hand Alcaraz the break. The trainer would be called down at 2-1 in the second set for an assessment to see if Djokovic could continue. With Alcaraz just 2 holds away from the title, Djokovic played a solid game from the side of the court with shade and managed to get the break back. Djokovic would take the second set in a tiebreak after saving a match point. In a high-quality long third set, Djokovic would pull it out in the tiebreak after Alcaraz hit some crazy shots to save some match points. There was a tremendous amount of respect shown between the two. Djokovic ripped off his shirt in celebration. This took me back to the 2012 Australian Open final when Djokovic beat Nadal 7-5 in the 5th, a match that took nearly 6 hours. Both matches were against Spanish players, and this match had Grand Slam final quality. The head-to-head is now tied at 2 matches each. Alcaraz won the first matchup in 2022 on clay on home turf in Madrid. Alcaraz became the first man to beat Nadal and Djokovic in the same clay court event. Their second matchup would be in the semifinals of the 2023 French Open. Unfortunately, Alcaraz would cramp up in the third set, giving Djokovic the easy win. Alcaraz would get revenge, winning a 5-set thriller at the 2023 Wimbledon final. Let's take a look at how close these 4 matches were. In Madrid, a third set tiebreak would decide it, and Alcaraz won 3 more points. At the French Open, I'm only counting the first 2 sets since Alcaraz cramped at the beginning of the third. Alcaraz won 1 more point, but Djokovic won the match. In the crazy 5-setter at Wimbledon, Alcaraz would only win 2 more points than Djokovic. In the Djokovic comeback in Cincinnati, Djokovic won the match in a third set breaker and won 5 more points. If you total up the points from the matches excluding the third and fourth set at the French Open, Alcaraz has won just 1 more point, 5-2 to 5-1. That is how even this matchup has been. Now on to the US Open. Let's take a look at their projected path. Great draw for Djokovic. Djokovic has a cakewalk to the quarters. He should be able to get through Fritz or Tsitsipas. Rune and Ruud are not in good form, so that shouldn't be difficult. Alcaraz or Medvedev in the final would be the challenge. Alcaraz has a tough draw. Sinner or Zverev in the quarters will likely be the biggest challenge before the final. Alcaraz owns Medvedev, so that match shouldn't be too bad. And let's hope he makes it to the final to play Djokovic. Really quick, here are my predictions. Quarterfinals, Alcaraz over Sinner, Medvedev over Berrettini, Paul over Korda, and Djokovic over Tsitsipas. Semi-final, I got Alcaraz beating Medvedev and Djokovic beating Paul. In the final, I got Djokovic over Alcaraz in a 5-set thriller. I am so hopeful that this match happens. These guys are just far and away the 2 best players in the sport right now.